Hey, it's Caitlin with OHS Media class. Today we have 3 interviews. The first one was with Michael Eisenbarth interviewing the head coach, Luke Baxter.
Hey, it's Michael Eisenbarth here with the Onaga High School Media class, and today I will be interviewing Mr. Baxter, the head Onaga High School basketball coach. Thank you for coming, Mr. Baxter.
No problem. Glad to be here.
So, how many years have you been coaching high school basketball for the boys?
This will be my 7th year as the head boys coach at Onaga.
And after a couple weeks of practice, what do you think your team could improve on so far?
Oh, I like to see us improve our confidence a little bit. We're working real hard and we're doing a lot of good things, but confidence and just leadership. I'd like to see us develop a leader. We're getting better, but I'd like to see us get a definite leader or leaders by game 1.
And going off of the last question, what do you think your greatest strength has been so far?
I think effort and attitude. We've been working really hard, and our attitude's been really good, and we don't have to worry about effort and attitude. You can get better each day.
Okay, and question number 4, who do you believe will be some of your toughest opponents for this season?
Well, our league is really good every year, and there's always really good teams in it. Hanover's always really good. Doniphan West is going to be really good again this year since Trey's got some core players coming back. Really, top to bottom, the league's just going to be pretty tough every night, and the TVL is going to be tough.
Okay, and what are your expectations for this year's team overall?
I just want to compete hard, get better every day. That's all you can ask for, and get better defensively each day. And by the end of the year, hopefully, we're pretty good in both areas.
Okay. Question number 6, how do you think this year's team will compare to last year's team?
This team is completely different. We're probably not, well, for one thing, we're not 6'10", and we're not lightning quick. But I really like this year's team. They work well together. They're very unselfish. They, this is just a completely different team. They're going to form their own identity. And but I really like the team I have. They play well together. They like basketball, and we're looking forward to the start of the season.
Okay, and the last question, we've been asking a lot of coaches around Onaga this. How do you think the drop from 1A to 2A will affect your team come sub-state time?
Well, there'll be less teams in our sub-state, but if we have our league schools, I think the competition will be just as good or better than last year. Even with a tough 2A sub-state last year, I think this year it could be just as good with the top schools in our league.
Well, thank you for your time, and this is Michael Eisenbarth signing off.
Thank you, Michael, for that interview. Now we have been interviewing the head coach, Travis Calloway.
Hi, it's Ben with the Onaga High School Media class. Here with us today is the head girls basketball coach, Travis Calloway. Coach, what are some of your team's strengths and weaknesses this season?
At this point, I'm not 100% sure what our strengths and weaknesses are going to be. We're still trying to kind of fill each other out as far as the girls trying to understand what my expectations as a coach are, and then as a coach, me getting a grasp on what we're going to be good at as a team. The first game tonight will kind of be a big indicator of what that's going to be as far as strengths and weaknesses. I do believe we can be a pretty good defensive team if we can avoid staying out of foul trouble. A lack of depth was really hurt us if we start getting in foul trouble.
Okay. The St. Mary's preseason tournament starts this weekend. What are some of your expectations going into those games?
Main thing is I just want to see the girls come out, play hard, and play as a confident group. The last few seasons haven't been the greatest for the girls program here, and so there's a lack of confidence sometimes, especially maybe on the offensive end. And so I want them to be confident in what they do, and when they put up a basket, be confident that it's going to go in and stuff like that. And I think that will go a long ways in helping us improve that record. But main thing is I want to see them play hard, as I told them last night, there's going to be mistakes made. First game, no matter if you have an experienced team or not, there's going to be mistakes made. So play hard and play it together as a team when the mistakes do get made, so we can fight that and one mistake doesn't become two and two become three.
All right. You have no seniors out on the team this year. Do you think the lack of leadership will hurt your team?
It could. We are a fairly inexperienced team, which is that'll lead even more into that leadership. But we do have a couple of the junior girls that have played significant minutes in the past. And so most of the girls kind of look up to them. But that lack of not having seniors is going to probably play a role in a few games, and maybe in a close situation we need somebody to look up to. I'm hoping some of them juniors and some of them more experienced players can take up that role.
What are a few goals you want to accomplish throughout the season?
My main goal is for us to get better and play together as a team. The wins and losses, I haven't set a goal on that. Obviously you would love to win more than you lose, but really it's to get better. With the no senior thing, going back to that, I look at this as a building year towards next year. We could take the 10 girls we have this year, have them all go out next year and add in some of the 8th graders, and all of a sudden we start getting so-called this kind of ship righted and getting in the right direction. So, goal for this year is just to get better every day and, build towards later this year and then into next year.
This is your first year coaching basketball. Do you think the lack of experience will affect your team?
It's a real possibility that come game type situations, and that's where I think experienced coaching helps. As far as when to use my timeouts, when to, how long do I rest a player, and where can I get, a minute or steal a minute or whatever. Them are the things that I know myself will have to grow on as the season goes. I like to think I'm a pretty good sports fan, so I kind of watch that stuff when I watch a basketball game to see how coaches handle that situation, even though I've never coached it. So I think I have a pretty good idea on that. Now, I'm sure in the end there will be times that I question myself looking back at it and stuff like that, but it's a possibility. I hope I don't run into a situation where I've used all my timeouts and then all of a sudden we could use a timeout late to set up a play to try to win a game. So them are the situations that I will try to avoid going into games and going into the season.
All right, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you for letting us interview.
All right, thank you, Ben.
Now we have Ben again interviewing the head coach, Cody Merriman.
Hi, it's Ben with the Onaga High School Media class. Here with us today is head wrestling coach Cody Merriman. Cody, you've been an assistant for a couple years now. Tell us what you're looking forward to being the head coach this season.
Oh, we got 2 state qualifiers coming back, and we hope to have 2 more qualify besides them, so we got a fun year in store.
All right. You are the second wrestling coach in Onaga history. Do you think that puts any pressure on you?
Oh yeah, it puts a lot, especially after following the main guy that's been here for the last 32 years.
All right. Quentin Lara and Trenton Ross are both returning state qualifiers. Do you think they have a good shot at making it again this year?
Yes, I do. They both have a very nice shot at making it, and I hope they step up to the plate and get it done.
Is there any other wrestlers this year that you think can or will make it to state?
Yeah, I got big expectations for Brandon Merriman and also Garrett. Hopefully Garrett can get there also.
Alrighty. You have competed. You competed against your assistant coach Brent Lamar in high school. How is coaching with him now?
It's very fun. He was probably one of our biggest competitors back in high school, and I'm glad I picked him up, and it's going to be a great addition to this club.
All right, thank you for allowing us to interview. That's all the questions we have for you.
Thank you, Ben, for those 2 interviews. This is Caitlin with OHS Media Class. Thank you for watching.